If you found this reading today, I really do not think it was an accident. The moment I started shuffling the cards, I could already feel this energy trying to come through very strongly. And the first thing Spirit keeps bringing to me is this: there is someone who still cannot stop thinking about something you said, not in a small way, not in a passing thought kind of way. I mean replaying it over and over again, while driving, while trying to fall asleep at night, while working, while talking to other people. Your words keep showing back up in their mind like the moment never actually ended, and the strangest part is, you probably have no idea how deeply you affected them. Because Spirit keeps telling me this was not some huge dramatic confession, it was not some perfect movie moment. It felt natural. Maybe it was a joke, maybe it was an observation, maybe it was the way you described something you love, or the way you explained the way you see life, but whatever it was, it stayed with this person, and I keep hearing the same message over and over again from Spirit. Something about the way you said it felt different to them, like suddenly their mind stopped for a second, like something inside them quietly said, "Wait, who is this person?" And ever since then, they have been paying attention to you differently. At first maybe they tried to ignore it. Maybe they told themselves it was nothing, but the more they thought about you, the deeper this feeling became. I am pulling the first card now. And the first card coming through is the Ace of Cups, and immediately the energy gets emotional, because the Ace of Cups is not surface level emotion, this is overflowing emotion. This is the beginning of feelings becoming impossible to contain. I feel very strongly that this person is usually someone who keeps themselves controlled. Emotionally, they do not open up easily, they do not like feeling vulnerable, they probably present themselves as calm, steady, composed, but something about you got through their defenses without even trying. Spirit keeps showing me water rising higher and higher, like emotions they thought they had under control are starting to spill over now, and the more they try to act normal, the stronger these feelings become. That is what keeps happening here. They try to distract themselves, and then somehow they end up thinking about you again. They tell themselves they are overthinking, and then your words replay in their head again. They try to move on with their day, and then suddenly they remember your voice, your laugh, the way you looked at them while speaking, the feeling in the room when the two of you were together. And what really gets me is this: I do not think you even realized the moment was important. But for them, that moment stayed. I keep seeing this person mentally replaying the interaction over and over again, almost like their mind keeps returning there trying to understand why it affected them so deeply. And now the second card is coming out. Six of Cups. This makes perfect sense, because Six of Cups is memory, nostalgia, emotional replay. It is the card of someone emotionally returning to a moment again and again because it meant more than they expected it to. On the outside, this person may still seem completely normal. They still go to work, still talk to people, still handle their responsibilities, but emotionally, part of them is still standing inside that moment with you. And Spirit keeps showing me little triggers connected to you, songs, certain phrases, late night thoughts, random memories, even specific places. Things keep reminding them of you without warning, and every time it happens, the feeling comes back all over again. What is really important here is that this person does not just miss you, they miss how they felt around you. That is the deeper truth underneath all of this. There was something about your energy that felt rare to them. Comforting, real, safe, but also exciting at the same time, and Spirit keeps surrounding your energy with this warm honey gold color. Gold represents something precious, something valuable, something rare enough that people are afraid to lose it once they find it. That is how this person sees you now, like finding something they did not even realize they were searching for, and the deeper they fall into these thoughts about you, the harder it becomes for them to return to who they were before this connection. Now I am pulling the third card, Knight of Swords reversed. Okay, This person is absolutely trapped inside their own head right now. Knight of Swords reversed is someone who wants to act, but keeps stopping themselves. They want to reach out, then they hesitate. They want to say something, then they overthink it. They type messages and delete them. Replay conversations. Imagine future conversations. Think about what they should say to you, then panic and say nothing instead. And Spirit keeps emphasizing this. The reason they are hesitating is because these feelings became real much faster than they expected. This connection caught them off guard. I honestly feel like this person is not used to someone affecting them this deeply, especially mentally. Because this is not only emotional attraction, you stimulated their mind. 2. The way you think, the way you express yourself, the way you notice things, the way you speak naturally without trying too hard, it pulled them in mentally first, and once you have someone's mind, their heart usually follows after. I also keep hearing that this person admires the way you communicate. There is something about your energy that makes people feel seen, understood, comfortable enough to open up, and this person felt that immediately. That is part of why they cannot let this go, because connections like this are rare for them. Now the next card coming through is the Lovers. And the energy shifts instantly the moment this card lands, because the Lovers is not casual energy. This is recognition, this is alignment, this is the moment someone realizes, oh no, this connection actually means something to me, and Spirit keeps showing me that after your conversation, this person started seeing you differently, noticing you differently, watching you more closely, paying attention to little things about you, your expressions, your reactions, your habits, your energy, and the more they noticed, the deeper they fell. The craziest part is, you were probably just being yourself. You were not trying to hypnotize this person, you were not trying to manipulate their emotions. You were simply existing naturally, and somehow that made an even bigger impact on them. The energy is getting much deeper now, and honestly, I do not think this person can keep suppressing these feelings forever. I am pulling the 5th card now. 4 of Pentacles reversed. This is the wall coming down, because upright, this card is emotional control, holding back, protecting yourself, keeping everything locked inside, but reversed, the grip starts loosening, the emotions start slipping through, and that is exactly what I see happening here. This person tried very hard to convince themselves this was temporary, that eventually they would stop thinking about you, that this connection would fade naturally, but instead, it grew stronger. Now you appear in their mind constantly. In completely random moments, a song reminds them of you, a sentence reminds them of you, a certain mood reminds them of you, even silence reminds them of you. And the more they try to push these feelings away, the more obvious the feelings become. I also keep feeling this emotional frustration inside them, because part of them wants clarity, part of them wants to finally say something. But another part of them is terrified of changing the dynamic between you. Spirit keeps showing me someone staring at your messages longer than necessary, reading old conversations again, thinking about what you meant when you said certain things, trying to figure out whether you feel this connection too. And honestly, I think they are starting to realize this is not a passing crush anymore. This is becoming emotionally significant to them. Now the next card appearing is the Star, and this energy feels beautiful, soft, hopeful, healing. The Star is the card that appears after emotional darkness. It is the card that says something meaningful is trying to grow here. And Spirit keeps telling me this connection carries real emotional depth underneath it. This is not shallow attraction. There is something spiritually magnetic happening between the two of you, almost like the connection keeps pulling both of you back toward each other energetically. And if you have been doubting yourself lately, if you have replayed that interaction wondering whether you said too much, whether you sounded awkward, whether you overshared, Spirit wants me to tell you very clearly, no, it landed exactly the way it was supposed to. What felt ordinary to you felt unforgettable to them. That is the part you do not fully see yet. And I also feel like you may already be noticing changes in this person's behavior. The way they linger longer around you, the way they remember little details about what you say, the way they look at you differently now, the way conversations suddenly feel more emotionally charged than before. That is not your imagination. This connection is shifting in real time. And now the final card is appearing. Two of Cups, and honestly, Spirit could not make this more obvious if they tried. Two of Cups is mutual emotional recognition. It is two people emotionally meeting each other halfway. This card talks about reciprocity, emotional exchange, a connection that has the potential to become something much deeper. I do feel there have been moments in this connection where things almost moved forward, and then stopped again, moments where emotions got close to the surface, and then somebody pulled back, but Spirit keeps saying this time feels different, because something internally shifted, and strangely enough, it all traces back to your words. The conversation, the moment, the energy you brought into their life, that was the pebble that created the ripple effect, and the ripple never stopped spreading after that. I also keep seeing music very strongly here. This person absolutely connects songs to you. There is a specific song or playlist tied to your energy in their mind. I keep seeing headphones, late night music, thinking about you while staring at the ceiling. And the emotions feel strongest during quiet moments when there are no distractions left. That is when you return to their mind the hardest. And Spirit keeps leaving me with one final message. You have a very rare gift in the way you communicate. You make people feel understood without even trying. You make people feel emotionally safe enough to open up, and most of the time, you probably do not even realize you are doing it. But for this person, it changed something inside them. What you said to them was not just words, it was proof that someone like you actually exists. Ace of Cups says the feelings are growing. The Star says there is hope inside this connection. Two of Cups says the emotional energy is mutual, and the Lovers says this connection was never meaningless to begin with, so trust this. Whatever you said, it mattered more than you know, and whatever is growing between the two of you, it is still unfolding. If this reading resonated with you, leave a comment below, and do not forget to subscribe so you never miss another reading. You are far more magnetic than you realize.